Harjeet Gill Khakh has asked this question, Surya. He says, I live in Canada. I want to invest in mutual funds. How can I invest? It's important because a lot of our NRI friends who are sitting there watching us on digital, on the Money Mile, who would want to know that can they also invest? What is the procedure? And first of all, regulatorily, are they allowed to invest?
Absolutely, Vivek. I think if you ask me, those NRI segment are actually in a very, very sweet spot for the simple reason that because being an NRI, being an Indian origin, you can invest in India. At the same time, you can generate the returns of India, but your inflation is pegged to the country of your residence. So if you are staying in a country, for example, like Canada for you, you have a very, very low inflation. Vis-a-vis the returns which you earn are for a country with a higher inflation. So the difference between the two which you earn as a net return is actually very high for you. So what we earn vis-a-vis what you earn, return is same. But I end up spending more because of inflation in India and you don't end up doing that. So that's the very reason why you're in a very, very good spot. Problem little bit, yes. Being an NRI and that too US and Canada, especially these two countries, have some restrictions on investment in India. So please check with your investment advisor. Please check before you do the investments in India. There are few restrictions on, for example, if you want to do investments in a mutual fund, all mutual funds may not allow you to do investment in India if you are a resident of US and Canada specifically. Other countries don't have this restriction, but these two countries do have the restriction, but you can still invest in India. Many funds do allow you to investment in India, for example, like an L&T, like a Sundaram, they have that option. Even the other funds have an option provided you do the investment when you visit India. So you cannot do, for example, like an SIP or an STP when you are sitting back in Canada or for that matter US. But for companies like L&T, Sundaram, you can continue to do investment in India through that route also. So it's not that you don't have an option, but please understand on what you are doing as investments before you really execute the same, Vivek.